Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm a spirit channeler and oracle card reader who channels both light and shadow energies in my readings, which means if you're easily triggered, please find yourself another reader. For those of you who still remain, today's reading will be on the topic of what does my future self have to tell me? Messages from my future self 3 months from now. So your future self 3 months into the future. So you have 4 piles to choose from left to right, pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pause the video if you need some more time to choose your pile, and I will see you in your timestamp. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So right away, your future self will need to have a frank conversation with you about the way that you've been speaking to yourself. And also, I feel like there's going to be some sort of conversation, some serious or firm conversation that needs to be had with someone or some organization in your life. This could be a boss, a coworker who has been overstepping boundaries, or maybe you feel like you're overdue to receive a promotion, or there's something about the working environment that's just not working, and 3 months from now you're really going to have to put your foot down and have a frank conversation with management if this is in regards to your job. This could be a frank conversation that you need to have with your romantic partner. You might have been avoiding some kind of confrontation to avoid a confrontation. Maybe you feel like they've been lying to you, they've been keeping secrets. Maybe you have a secret that you've been keeping from them, and you need to come clean within the next 3 months. And if this is not in regards to other people, there's definitely going to be some sort of change that needs to occur in the way that you are speaking to yourself, the thoughts that you're having about yourself, your low self-esteem, your bad self-talk, the way that you are telling yourself that you can't achieve certain goals and therefore you shouldn't go after certain goals, and you're holding yourself back. There may be someone who's holding you back, or you're holding yourself back with regards to something, and there's definitely something that needs to be changed. So there is something that is ending, or something that has already ended recently. This seems like a job or a relationship. Basically, you're being prepared for a new venture, a new purpose. This is your passion, something that you would really enjoy doing, but there's a lot of logistics and small things that need to be worked out, like planning that needs to be worked out. You need to get started on this business idea or this new venture that you're considering. This is totally free and independent and completely different from whatever it is you have been doing in the past. And this is also completely free of any romantic partner that you have had in the past. So I'm really picking up something to do with career and romance. It's like they're intertwined somehow. It's as if your old romantic partner told you that you're worthless and you couldn't achieve anything, and now you have to completely remove that subconscious conditioning from your mind so that you can start your own business free of this person. You probably already broke up with this person. If you haven't, you will be breaking up with them within the next 3 months. And if you don't resonate with having already lost your job or quit your job, you will be quitting it within the next 3 months. There's some transition, leaving behind an old romantic partner. Either they're physically still there, or it's their words that are lingering in your mind, or their energy, or their just some sort of influence about them. Maybe it's even their money. Maybe they were financially supporting you, and then they're going to cut off their support, or the support that they gave you. Say you got a divorce and you received some a settlement, it's going to run out, that money. So this is about standing on your own 2 feet within the next 3 months. Your future self wants you to not freak out. Your future self is in a better place than you are in right now. With this abundance card coming through and the perfection card, you're in a much better place. Your future self has things much more under control than you do right now, and there's more money and more income coming into your life 3 months from now. You're single 3 months from now. You're not worried about anyone messing with your energy, messing with your project. This could be a business partner who you have to part ways with. So, I mean, this is a general reading. There's some close relationship that you had to part ways with, or you will have to part ways with, and this is directly affecting your business. uh, your business. I'm seeing a business. I'm not really seeing you working for someone else. If you are, it's because you're contracting out your services. This is really an independent energy, or at the very least, you working with just one other person with this mending card here, just one other person max. So there might be a new partnership that's coming in, and as a result, one person who you're already tied to business wise will have to leave to make way for this other person, which is reiterated here with this loyal heart card in reverse. um, but for the most part, I see you doing something by yourself, and someone might help you, someone might give you some information. So be on the lookout for a new friend, or it could be a new friend in real life, or someone virtually, like their book or YouTube videos or webinars or something like that, who helps you out with your new endeavor. But something definitely is going to end if it hasn't already ended. And I keep saying that because, again, your future self wants you to not freak out. With this change direction with ease, they want you to know that you're definitely moving in a new direction, but something is going to cause you to have to change directions rather abruptly. Like you have some sort of security that you're holding on to. This could be a, like I said, a settlement or alimony from your ex-husband or wife, or it could be maybe some money that you were having coming in from an old job, like some back pay that they owed you, but you already quit the job and that's going to end. Or if you haven't already quit the job, you will quit the job or lose the job, and then that money is going to end. Could be like some financial support from the government or something like that, because maybe you're temporarily unemployed, maybe you're on unemployment or something. That's going to come to a halt, but there's going to be a transition. It's going to lead directly into this new abundance opportunity of a independent, secure financial opportunity situation where you're not dependent on other people. This is your passion. This is something you're passionate about. This is something you're very good at doing. This seems very creative. So you could be a writer, a painter, you could be creating things with your hand, like creating jewelry, you could be making music, fashion, designing stuff. It could be internet website design, or designing homes or something. There seems to be something to do with your creativity and you making something yourself, or creating something yourself, or organizing something yourself. One thing is leading to another with this grief card here. Don't spend a lot of time grieving over the end of this partnership that you have. This could be, like I said, a business partnership, a romantic partnership. A lot of cleansing that needs to happen with your subconscious mind, and cleansing the limited, okay, that's what it is. It's a limited mindset that has been a result of you being dependent on other people for a very long time. And that other people could even mean a job. That includes a job. So don't think, what is she talking about? If you haven't been dependent on, say, a family member or an old romantic partner in the past, it's your jobs. It's you being dependent on that paycheck that's coming in. So it's a limited, when we hark back to this card here, it's a limited mindset of thinking that you don't really deserve more money or more financial security or a better job, or you're not capable of starting your own business and going your own route, because like you're dependent on having a boss over you who oversees things and oversees the way that you use your talents. And within the next 3 months you're going to break free of that, and you're going to use your own talents independently here. Because if you look at this card, yes, they're partnering up, they're helping each other, but here's one person higher up on a higher pedestal, you see, and then this person is lower down. So yes, this person's assisting her, but this person is her more like her assistant. This is the boss right here. So you're moving out of a place where you're working under people or you're dependent on other people giving you handouts. Um, and you're transitioning into a period where you are making stuff yourself and you're selling them to people, or you other people are contracting you for your services, like you're a freelancer, or you have someone helping you, like giving you some information, or maybe someone handling the accounting or the advertising for you, but you're the one who's doing the services. So someone, you might have a manager for something. Some of you, maybe you're writing a book, you might finally get a manager. So the manager is going to, or you're an actor or whatever this creative endeavor is, the manager will help you out. The manager takes 10%, 20%, whatever it is, right? Or you're a musician, but you're still the star. You're still the person doing the work. So that's the way it's going to be for you within the next 3 months. You're finding your place. You're finding where you belong. Some of you are definitely going to be working from home. Some of you are definitely working virtually. A lot of your clients may be out of in another city, maybe in another country, um, and there's going to be a lot of communication virtually that's going to be happening. So an increase in flow, an increase in abundance, more money that's coming into your bank account. Don't like fret over a short period of stagnation where one thing ends, because there's going to be something ending. Some money that's coming in, some dependence on some money, it's going to be cut rather abruptly. Like if you're on unemployment, maybe your period is ending within the next 3 months that you're watching. This is a timeless reading, by the way, so it's whenever you're watching this, and you might freak out because you don't have another job lined up yet, or you're going to be let go from your job or something like that. So and also, if some ex tries to come back into your life, I have to mention this because I was seeing there's like some kind of energy of romance attached to this, or um, like I said, it could be a lingering mental conditioning, that like things that they said or whatever, which I do believe is for the majority of you, but be mindful if they see you from afar, like on social media or whatever, doing your own thing. Be wary of someone who tries to pop back up. Now, this could even be a family member who might try to pop back up and say, "Hey, how's it going?" Because they see that you're making more money, so they want like a handout, or they just want to, rub shoulders with you or something like that, because now you have contacts or something like that. This could even be an old boss who fired you, and they see that you're doing well. They may like try to contact you, like, "Hey," like maybe to try to get you to work back with them, or maybe you have a lucrative client and they want access to that client or something like that. Be mindful of something like that happening within the next 3 months. You got to shut that down right away. Don't even entertain this person. Or if you do entertain them, you have to entertain them on your own terms. Like, they're going to pay you a substantial amount. You're going to set the terms here, and they're going to have to accept it or walk away if you do entertain this person. So within the next 3 months, you're definitely, or at least by the end of the next 3 months, you're going to be completely submerged in this new project, this new passion, this new career that you're doing here. With this chop wood, you're going to be very busy. I think you're going to be getting an inflow of clients who are going to be requesting your services, and be flooded with you're going to be flooded with people who are interested. So maybe emails and requests and payments coming through when you have to fulfill their orders. Um, Again, with this, acknowledge how you're feeling, have faith the universe will take care of the current concern by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. Definitely a parting ways with something ending here, and it comes out right underneath this grief card. When this happens within the next 3 months, don't freak out. Some sort of income is going to be cut or reduced or something. Don't freak out. It's supposed to happen. It's supposed to make way for this to come in. It's making way for this soulmate contract or career, or I could say job. It could be a very high paying job for some of you, because this is a general reading, but most of you, I see this as being your own business. It's going to make way for that. So essentially your future self wants you to not freak out when this thing comes to abrupt end. That's one. Be mindful of any old business partner, romantic partner, friend, or family member who pops back up within the next 3 months and tries to say, hey, they just they want you for what you can do for them. So if you're going to entertain them, make sure you entertain them on your own terms, and you tell them the rules. And if they don't abide by those rules, don't even let them back into your life. And three, your future self wants you to know that there's a lot of financial flow and abundance that's coming into your life. You're going to be very busy with clients, and your business is going to pick up. There's going to be a change in your finances and your financial situation. um, Things are going to be going well. You're going to find your passion. Uh, Things are just going to be going very well. So those are your messages. I hope that helped you. Let me know if that resonated, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, pal number 2. Welcome to your reading. So, right away, within the next 3 months, you guys are going to have to speak up for yourself. There might be some sort of conflict that's happening between you and another person, or between you and some situation. You're going to have to lead some people out of a bad situation, or lead yourself out of a bad situation, or at least a poor or unsatisfactory situation. There's going to be a call for you to step up to the plate within the next 3 months and take on some sort of responsibility, or remove some people or a situation that's inflicting some issue in your life, or your family's life, or your friend's life, or something like that. You may have to help a hand, like give a helping hand to someone in need within the next 3 months. So, I first forgot to mention that this is a timeless reading. So, it's from whenever you're watching this video. It's 3 months from then, from now. So, basically, there's going to be some issue with regards to your romantic situation within the next 3 months. Your future self is gone from a bad, abusive, oppressive, romantic partnership. If you live with this person, your future self is gone from their house. If you don't live with this person and you're currently in a relationship, your future self is out of this relationship. If you have kids, your future self and your kids are out of that house. This is really coming off heavily as a romantic partnership. However, this could be family for some of you. If you live with a manipulative, narcissistic, rude, or abusive parent or family member, you're going to be out of their house within the next 3 months. Or if you don't live with them and you for some reason you're always around them, say you have to take care of them, you're always in the house cleaning the house for them, or you're always talking to them on the phone, or you have to interact with them super often, you're going to be cutting that interaction, cutting how much time you spend with them, cutting whatever commitment you have to them that requires you to always be around them. So you should know who this is. Whoever has been giving you the biggest headache for a very, very long time it's going to be ending. And you're going to be questioning, with this here Y card next to the face, you're going to be questioning why you were even put in this situation to begin with. Some of you, this is something that has been going on for a long time, but you don't understand the strong, the how do I say it, like the thick layer of it. You don't understand the bulk of it, of exactly like what is going on, and you're going to receive some sort of epiphany within the next 3 months. And your spirit guides are seriously helping you with this, because we got the fates over here, and then we got the mysticism card over here. um there's definitely an ancestor. I feel like it's an ancestor. I really feel like it's an ancestor. So I'm going to go with that. For some reason, since I picked up this card, I felt an ancestor who passed on. Someone, especially if this has to do with a family. Like, for example, this is your mother who you're just fighting with. You guys are throwing things at each other, yelling at each other. Someone's just toxic or abusive. This could be like a passed on grandmother, or your passed on father or something, who's coming through to remove you, their child or their grandchild, from the clutches of this toxic person. So things may seem a little chaotic within the next 3 months when things abruptly fall apart and you're forced to just pick up and move. This person is going to give you the drive and the strength, the inner strength that you need to get out of the situation and to completely sever ties with this person, or to stop relying on this person. So if you rely on them for money, this person is going to, when I say this person, I'm talking about your ancestor. Your ancestor is going to make a way for you maybe to suddenly get a job out of the blue. Someone's going to offer you a job, or suddenly someone's going to mention to you that you can get some sort of benefit, or something from somewhere, or someone's going to offer to take your case, like a lawyer pro bono if you're married to this person. um, and because you thought you could never afford a divorce lawyer or something like that. So some epiphany, some information, some pathway is going to be um, uh, created for you by your ancestor, and your ancestor is also speaking to you here with this instant card. And we also have this persistent drive card. It says, see what you desire and move toward that goal. It is time to zero in on your purpose. And here's the kicker: use your intuition and instincts to guide you for the optimal outcome. And here we also have life is better together. We have seek assistance from your community, connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. This is not a freaking phone call. This is literally an ancestor on the other side who is looking out for you. Now, of course, in the 3D realm, there could be other family members who are sympathetic and whose house you can go move into when you call them up and say, listen, I can't take mother anymore, or I can't take my husband anymore. Can I come stay with you? They're going to say, okay. Your ancestor is going to remind you of this person in the 3D realm who you can count on, or that person is going to randomly message you out of the blue on Facebook or something like that and say, hey, how's it going? And no, long time no talk, like no speak, how's it going? And this is going to be your cousin or your aunt or something like that, like someone who, like, of course, you know, you're related to them, but you haven't, you guys aren't like always speaking with each other. So if this person didn't contact you, or you didn't run into this person at the grocery store, you would have felt awkward asking them for assistance, or they would never have crossed your mind because you would have thought it was inappropriate because you haven't spoken to them in months or a year or something like that, right? So definitely be on the lookout for a family member. I really see this as a family member. It could be a long lost friend, like a really close friend, but I really see like some sort of family member, an aunt, a cousin. Um, it could be a sister, like a half sister or something, or a half brother, or just one of them who, like, you, there's a big age gap and you guys are like not really super close. Um, they might contact you out of the blue, or you might bump into them, and they'll just strike up convo, say, hey, how's it going? So right away, like when the first convo happens, you might not say, hey, I need a place to stay, or it may have accumulated during that period, right, when they contact you. Or they could contact you before this happens and you guys just have a conversation, yeah, and then you forget about it, and then maybe 2 months later this shit happens here. Then you're freaking out. You're like, hey, I got to get out of this person's house. Where am I going to go? Or I need a job. How am I going to get a job? I've been out of the workforce forever. And then you're just going to remember that one person who contacted you, that family member, and you're going to say, hey, can I get a job at your restaurant because they own a restaurant? Or hey, I'm in a bad spot. Can I crash on your couch? Or I know you have a spare room. Can I stay there? Or something like that. Or I have bad credit. I need to get an apartment. Could you co-sign for me, or something like that? They're going to help you out. And this is all your ancestor in the spirit realm, someone who passed away, who you were really close with, someone who's watching over you, who's going to make a pathway for you to get out of this negative situation. And some of you, like I said, I see you have kids. Your kids are going to be happier outside of this home, and you're going to be happier outside of this home. Maybe at first you're going to be a little stressed out because of the logistics, of course. But ultimately, when you calm down, you're going to realize that you for sure you're much happier. It's much more peaceful. This person is really toxic. They are not going to change. I think they have mental issues, honestly, like mental health issues. They're not going to change. This person is really abusive. They're manipulative. They're like a narcissist. Uh, just no, just no. Um, So yeah, convey your meaning. I think at one point you're going to tell this person. I think at one point you're going to tell this person to f off. Um, you're going to tell them, you're yeah. What? Okay, okay. This harkens back to this card. Um, standing up for yourself. Standing up for yourself. Remember, I said you're going to be standing up for yourself and getting yourself out of some sort of situation. Here, I see this person being emboldened. You see all these spots, like I'm seeing it almost as if she didn't have these spots before, or he didn't have these spots before, and they were just pure brown. And I don't know what fish this is. I'm sure in the guidebook it'll tell me what it is. But I wouldn't be surprised if this fish is a chameleon and could adapt to its circumstances for protection. I wouldn't be surprised if it could make these spots appear on its skin so it could appear more threatening to its predators when it senses that they're near. Um, so that's what's going to happen. You're going to be emboldened by your ancestor. So your ancestor is going to be feeding you a dose of strength over the next 3 months, and you're going to find your tongue. I don't know if you can see with this. I think this card is called the Line Guide. You can see the tongue here. You're going to find your tongue. You haven't your tongue has almost been cut off for the amount of time you've been with this person, living with this person, or in a relationship with this person, or working for this person. For some of you, this could be a very, very bad boss, but I'm seeing this as being, if it's a boss, this is like a boss who's like sexually harassing you, because I'm seeing some sort of intimacy here, like, or it could be someone you're related to who you have to work for, you have to take care of, or something like that. There's some sort of blood or sexual link between you and whoever this person is. Yeah, so you're going to be finding your tongue, finding your courage. With the help of this ancestor, you're going to be leaving this bad situation with your kids. You're going to be happier. There's a family member, or at the very least a friend, who was a very close friend in the past, who's going to offer you assistance in a new form of a new job, or a place to stay, or helping you get a new apartment, or a loan, or whatever it is that you need to get. Or like they might be a lawyer, and they could hook you up with a divorce lawyer for free, or a reduced price, or they could be themselves a family lawyer or something like that. Okay, so those are your messages. I hope that helped you. Let me know if that resonated, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, pal number 3. Welcome to your reading. So you got the Loved Ones card and the Nectar of Life card. For every pile, I only asked for one card to come out from this deck. So, just for the pick a card version. But you were the only pile that got 2 cards that were adamant that came out together. So these are your 2 cards. Now, within the next 3 months, we're starting off with these 2 cards. And you may resonate with someone, a family member or a friend, having passed away very recently, and you're still not over their passing. Some of you are in a very, very deep, dark depression over a loss of someone or a loss of something in your life. Now, this person, okay, you guys are all in some sort of dark place, a dark, deep depression, or you will be within the next 3 months. It's because either someone left your life, they could still be in the realm of the living, but a partnership ending, a romantic partnership ended, or something like that. Or this could be a family member or a close friend who has recently passed away, who you are mourning. Now, I hate to freak you out, and we're going to get more information when I cast the rest of your cards, but if you don't resonate with having recently lost someone in like a family member or friend due to them passing away, or you don't resonate with having broken up with someone that you've been with for a long time and your heart is still aching over that breakup, I'm sorry to say, but it appears as though within the next 3 months, someone close to you will pass away. And they they are definitely coming through very strongly with these two cards, and they are asking you to not worry, that they're in a better place, that they're happy, that they're watching over you, that they want you to enjoy life and to focus on life and to not focus on the things that you regret not saying to them when they were alive, or not being there for them when they passed away, or regretting that this happened to them, because some of them, it could have been abrupt, it might have been a sickness, an illness or something, uh, and they don't want you to, basically you guys are just so depressed, you're still mourning over them, and they want you to essentially move on with your life. They understand that you love them, they love you too, but life is short, you need to live your life, because everyone is going to be gone from this earth at some point. So they don't want you to spend the next couple years mourning over them. They don't want you to spend the next couple years in a depressive state. They want you to get back to the things that really made you happy, that gave you joy, that gave you peace and contentment. They really want you to find your joy back again, because this is what's going to make them happy. When you're depressed, they're depressed. They really want you to be happy, because they can even live through you. Even, they it's better for you to be happy. It's better for you to enjoy that nice meal. It's better for you to cook a nice meal, their favorite meal that they used to really love, and eat it in their honor. This is going to bring them more joy than watching you crying yourself to sleep, or go on that vacation that you guys always spoke about. At least they can see through your eyes the happiness that you envision, uh, that you see as you're in this tropical location, or this I see some of you in front of this big building. Some of you might be Muslim, and it could be like Mecca or something. They always wanted to go, they never were not able to go. They can go through you. So don't put off any vacation or any uh, activities, or the fruits and nectars of life, the happiness of life, the joys of life, the small things that make you happy. If anything, this is a better way to honor their memory, because maybe the last couple months of their life they were in some sort of pain. Maybe they had cancer, or maybe a virus or something. They were in some sort of pain, so they don't want any more pain, and they don't want you to be in pain. um, Now, for those of you who someone didn't pass away, or God willing, no one will pass away within the next 3 months, this is a romantic partner who walked away from you, and you are aching like crazy, because you thought this person was your soulmate. You thought they were your twin flame. You were probably married with this person, or you were together with them for several years. You may have even had a child by them or something. Or this could be, some of you, I'm seeing a child passed away. As soon as I said that, like you were pregnant and you had a stillbirth, or a miscarriage or something like that, and you're mourning over this child. This child is around you. Look, I can see now. It's like a little child. For some of you, this child is still around, this child is still there, they're fine. They may even reincarnate uh, in your next birth, even if it's a different gender. So don't worry, relax. Or they can come as a grandchild to your next child. So they're still around, they're still in your aura, they're still going to be birthed in some fashion, whether it's through you, or a grandchild, or one of your nieces and nephews. They're still going to come through, okay? And like I said, sorry, if this is someone who's alive, like a husband or wife who left you for someone else, they left you out in the cold. There's someone better who's going to come into your life, but you have an ancestor who's watching over you during this period of pain in your life. This was like a karmic partner, or it could have been a soulmate, but like this person was meant to teach you some sort of lesson about living life to the fullest, and not relying on someone else for your own happiness. Because I feel like if this is what you resonate with, like you coming out of a bad divorce, you were too dependent on this person for your happiness, and you don't know who you are without this person. You're on this life journey to learn who you are, like who you are, not who you are with someone else. So you need to love yourself, and come to terms and understand who you actually are, um, before you can get into a partnership. Because uh, it's like you were leaking your energy into this person, so this person left, and now you have to heal these patches in your auric field, and you usually got your energy from this person. So now you're just really depressed, and it's like I see you like spilling all your energy out of all of these holes in your auric field, and you need to patch them up. And there's definitely an ancestor, like someone very loving, who's helping you. This could even be a pet around you, a passed on pet. Some of you should get a pet if you resonate with being in a having gotten a divorce. I really see a nice little pet who's going to help you out. A little cat, a little dog, or any kind of little pet. I think that you should consider getting one if you don't have one, or if you do have one, nurture this one because he or she is helping you, or if one recently passed away, they're trying to help you. But I really think you should get a pet if you resonate with getting a divorce. Is just coming out and really seeing like a a little something, a little dog or cat or something like that who you can snuggle up with and who's going to help you heal from this depression. Is going to help you get back into the joys of life, especially a dog, because you're going to have to get out and walk them. You guys are like stuck in the house, and you're not you don't want to do anything. But with the dog, you're going to have to force yourself to get out of the house. You're going to have to take them for walks. You're going to have to play with them because they have so much energy. You're going to have to give them attention. So I feel like if you resonate with going through a divorce, or even it could be someone who passed away, even get a dog. I'm seeing that very strongly. So one thing I forgot to mention is that this is a timeless reading. So it's 3 months from whenever you're watching this. And you also got two extra cards here, which is why this looks like this over here. So, first of all, definitely a change that's coming, or a change that has happened. And it's a change that seems like it's very bad, with the serendipity card in reverse. And with the no place like home card in reverse, it's like something shook up your home or your stability or your inner circle. So the people around you, your friends, your family, your close people who actually live with you even. So that's why this is a family member or a friend. Um, Something has happened that has changed the way that you view life, that you view the people around you. I feel like you're not taking them for granted anymore, or at least your future self is telling you to not take people for granted anymore, like your close friends and family members. Um, with this prayer card, again, it's like a okay. Here's the thing. You have which one is it? Unexplained wonder, and it's funny that it came out right underneath the prayer card. It says magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are answered now, and then we have the prayer card. So it's like you guys are praying for something to change, or you have been praying for someone to not pass away, or for someone to not leave you, and you feel like your prayers were not answered because this person passed away anyways, or this person left you anyways and asked for a divorce. And you're left confused. You feel like you're left out in the cold. I see this again. It's like you don't know why this happened. You don't know what to do with yourself anymore. You're left in a state of fog and depression. You thought this person was your everything. You thought that they would be around forever, and it's like you thought they were stable, but again, with this change in the wind and the chaos and conflict, it's like they weren't stable. They weren't stable in your life. They left you anyways. So definitely, if you resonate with this being a romantic partner who left you, I really see a need to heal from this rather quickly, because I see this as being uh, a prayer that was answered actually. Because sometimes we feel like we're praying for our relationship to be renewed, but what's actually best for us is for that relationship to dissolve, for a much better one to come in its place. So when the relationship that you were praying for to be renewed actually dissolves, you think that God didn't answer your prayers, or it wasn't supposed to happen that way. With the serendipity card in reverse, it appears to you as though things went wrong. But in fact, with this poise card here and the abundance card right underneath it, it's like someone else is going to come into your life who is a better match for you and who will treat you much better than this person. So after you get over the shock and the depression that this person actually left you and you thought you were going to be together forever because you guys took vows and now they want a divorce or something like that, you're going to find that you were actually not happy with this person anyways. They weren't treating you the way you wanted to be treated. They weren't as loving towards you. They may have been stepping out in the relationship with third party situations. They may have been lying to you. They may have been gaslighting you. Once you separate yourself from this person, you're going to realize that in fact you can actually see more clearly without them. You can actually feel more without them, and that you actually deserve to be loved. um, Again, I mentioned with the first two cards that there was something about you. I remember I said, like, I saw you leaking your energy. It was too attached to this person, and now you need to find your own self-love and patch up that auric field, patch it up so that you nurture yourself before someone else can come into your life. And I feel like this had to break away so that you can do that before this new person comes into your life. So this was actually an answer to your prayer. Again, if you resonate with this being a divorce, this was an answer to your prayer. Don't think that God didn't answer your prayer. Don't think that things went wrong. This is actually supposed to happen, because I'm telling you right now, whoever comes into your life in the future is going to be significantly better than this loser who left your life. If you really think about it, if you actually just get over the shock and the depression and that this actually occurred, that he or she actually left you, if you actually even take a piece of paper and write down the things that you didn't like about this person, you didn't like about this relationship, you didn't like that they never paid attention to you and were always watching television, you didn't like that they drank so much, you didn't like that they were not a good worker and they were lazy and they were always jumping from job to job, or alternatively that they were always working and never home with you, you didn't like that they didn't listen to you when you spoke to them. Like, you would say something, ask them to not do something, and then they would do it again the next week as if they didn't even hear what you were saying. You didn't like that they didn't honor romantic dates that you had set for them, or when you made dinner they didn't come home on time and they pretended like you never told them that you were making dinner for them on that date or at that time, or they pretended they never told you that they were going to take you out to a restaurant, and then when you got ready or you were anticipating it, they like forgot, or they just said something else came up or something like that. So, or they didn't like, you didn't like the way that they were talking to you, talking to your children, not playing with your children, neglecting your children, etc. You didn't like that they didn't want to go with you to trips. You wanted to go do some activities, you wanted to play some sports, you wanted to just go do stuff, and they wanted to stay home, or they always wanted to go out but not with you. They never wanted to take you, and they always wanted to go out with their friends. So this list is going to be different for you guys. It might be definitely some similarities there, right? So write a freaking list, seriously, and you're going to realize that actually this person was not all they're cracked up to be. And I know that you know this, you actually do know this, but you're just in a state of shock that this person actually left your life, or they will leave it within the next 3 months. So in your future self is telling you that after you've made this list and after you've calmed down, you're going to realize indeed that this person was draining your energy, or that you were too dependent on them, or that they were gaslighting you. So with this let your personality shine card, again, I'm seeing you needing to be your own person individually away from this person. It's like you were taking your sense of worth from this person, and now you need to let yourself find who you are again. Find out who you are without this person. Know your true worth, know your value. With this renewal card, again, renewing yourself, go out into nature, go do the things that you want to do that this person never wanted to do with you. Go hang out with your friends who you were neglecting. Go do the things that you want to do again that they were never interested in doing with you. And to find yourself again. Some of you, if you can go on a retreat, like a retreat out of the city, away from people, away from your phone, I think this is a great opportunity within the next 3 months for you to really do that, to be out in nature. Again, with this instinct card, if you looked, I'm seeing two messages from this card. One, if you look down, like I said, deep, and you even make a list, or you just get over the shock of this chaos that has happened in this change, you're going to realize that this person was not for you anyways. And deep down, you, like I said, you definitely knew that you guys weren't meant for each other, and that this person was not going to change, and that they were toxic. However, the other message I'm getting from this card, again, if you see, there's the dog. the dog that I told you in the beginning of the video that you should get, or the passed on pet who is lovingly trying to help you from the spirit realm. Definitely get a dog. I'm seeing that message again here. Rediscover your zeal. You guys haven't been neglecting some stuff because you've been in this depressive state. You've been neglecting some activities or even work or your parents. Go back into the gym if it's open. I know this is a timeless reading, but you know there are closures and stuff. But go back to the gym. Go back to do your activities if they're open and they're allowing people. Go back to that yoga class that you stopped going to, that pottery class that you stopped going to, that painting class that you stopped going to. If you quit school because of this person to support them while they went accomplished their dreams and their goals, maybe this is the time for you to go back to school and finish that degree. And again, with this look beyond the surface, on the surface, you're going to see this as something that shouldn't have happened. But if you look beyond the surface, again, like I said, with this instinct card, you're going to realize that actually this was an answer to your prayer. So it might take you some time, but your future self is telling you this is an answer to your prayers. You know this deep down. Don't freak out. Definitely, this was supposed to happen and this is for the better. Okay, blend into the environment. You have many skills that can fit into any situation. Take time to assess what is going on around you and adapt accordingly. Because this person left abruptly, it's like you're a fish out of water. So you may have to reconnect with friends that you weren't really connected with, reconnect with organizations, activities that you left behind. You may even have to move. You may do stuff that's dramatic to your parents, cut your hair off or something like that, because now you can do that because they really liked your long hair and they wouldn't let you cut your hair, or they made you color your hair and now you want to go back to your natural hair color. I'm seeing for some of you. So definitely it's reinventing yourself and finding who you are, going back into the workforce, going back to school, becoming your own person separate from this person. So ever since I laid out the rest of your cards, I'm really seeing more of a divorce or a parting than necessarily someone who passed away or will pass away. But I still do feel like for a small percentage of you guys, someone has recently passed away, or unfortunately they may within the next 3 months, if you resonate with someone already being sick. However, for all of you, I do see someone in the spirit realm who's helping you during this transition period in your life. They want you to find yourself. They want you to find your zing, your zeal, as it says. Rediscover yourself. Find your shine. Find your happiness, your personality again. Find what makes you happy. Go out and see the things in the world. Again, I mentioned the whole going on vacation, seeing the 6 wonders of the world and all that stuff. I'm seeing that again here. Go out, go do what you were supposed to do. If you had to put off a trip, of course, do it safely with the whole pandemic thing. But it's like, don't completely cut yourself off from the outside world. And basically, your future self wants you to know that, again, if this is a romantic partnership, this was an answer to your prayer. This was literally God answering your prayer. So don't think that it wasn't. Don't think that God abandoned you because this person left your life. This was an answer to your prayer. And also, if someone passed away, you may have been really, really close with this person. Like, you may have really been so tied with this person that you don't know who you are without this person. And even though this person didn't pass away so that you can find yourself, this is a great opportunity for you to do that, for you to find yourself and find out who you are without this person. And again, like I said, live your life, be happy, and that's what's ultimately going to make your passed on loved one happy, is seeing you happy, seeing you out in nature, seeing you renewing yourself, your personality, getting your groove back, and going out and conquering the world. That's what's going to make them the happiest. Okay, so those were your messages. I hope that helped you. Let me know if that resonated, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, pal number 4. Welcome to your reading. So starting off with your first card, your future self 3 months from now wants you to become prepared, because things are definitely going to take off for you within the next 3 months. Your business, your romantic situation, uh, something is going to just out of the blue just take off and expand and grow and produce results. So something that you've been working on and maybe you felt like it wasn't really producing much results, or it was stagnant in a way, you're going to receive an extra boost, and it's going to catch you by surprise, but this is going to be a great surprise, or some sort of windfall is going to come in out of nowhere. Maybe you've been working on something silently on your own and you're going to get an opportunity. So maybe someone might contact you for to give you a job offer. So if you've been handing out resumes and you haven't been getting responses back within the next 3 months, someone's going to give you a job offer, or at least, or the many job offers will start coming in. But definitely there's going to be one that's going to stand out. So you're going to realize later on that the reason why you weren't getting any responses back from the other ones is that it was like the universe was waiting for the perfect timing for this one to come in, because this one is better than all the other ones that turned you down or that didn't even respond to you. Um, some of you, this could be a relationship that's going to take off, like as if they might propose, or it might all of a sudden get serious, or you might meet someone out of the blue. Like maybe you weren't you were swiping through one of those dating apps and you never really met anyone, and almost like out of the blue, out of a sea of dead prospects, someone is going to just pop in who's going to like rock your world, and it's going to be, you won't even believe that you actually met this person, and furthermore that you met them on that dating app. And others of you, like if you're looking for a home or apartment or something like that, it's like out of the blue you're going to find the perfect house. Like if you've been house hunting for a very, very long time, I see you finding your dream home within the next 3 months. So something definitely is going to take off, something that you've been working on that has been stagnant for a long time. Whether it's looking for a new romantic partner, looking for a home, looking for a job, or whatever it is, trying to apply to colleges, universities, not getting responses, or whatever it is for you, whatever you've been working on, or your business and not getting clients or sales, it's going to come through. Okay. So I see with you guys that, oh, and I forgot to mention at the intro that this is a timeless reading. So it's 3 months from whenever you're watching this video. So um, I see with you guys that the reason why that things haven't been working out is because you've been operating on a limited mindset that has told you in the past that you can only have a certain type of thing. So it's a certain type of job because of your skill set or your education or your experience, or it's a certain type of home because of your finances, or it's a certain type of relationship because of the relationships that you've had before. It could even be the way that your partner looks. Some of you were very hung up on only having a romantic partner who looked a certain way, who was a certain height, a certain race, maybe even made a certain amount of money, or etc., certain within a certain age group or whatever it was. And you're going to be expanding your horizons and expanding your set limitations within the next 3 months, and that's what's going to lead to this big opportunity. Again, you have this card which is very similar. Actually, it looks almost the same if you look at it. I mean, it's the same meaning pretty much, right? But if you look, you can see this it looks like an arrow shooting through the air, but one could even imagine it as this fish shooting through the air, right? And again, and this is called leaping through the air. So a plan you have made is on track. If you are waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas and projects you were considering. So definitely something is going to be coming out of the blue within the next 3 months. Help appears in various ways. So what this means is that the job offer, or the home, or the person who you're going to have as your next romantic partner, whatever this resonates for you as that you've been working on, is going to be someone who looks different from what you were expecting, who is going to be someone who comes from a different medium than you were expecting. For example, if you were only looking for someone online, you may meet this person in real life, or vice versa. This is going to be a job that's different from the ones you were applying to, or like it's going to be a home that's in a different area than you were looking at, or a home that you may have thought was out of your price range or something like that, but then all of a sudden a loan goes through or an application goes through for a bigger mortgage, and then you're able to purchase that house. Or maybe the house, they came down on the price and all of a sudden you were able to afford it, or they have a payment plan or something that makes it more affordable to you. So a house that you never thought you were able to attain is all of a sudden within your reach and within your grasp. So this is exactly why everything else wasn't working out in the past. And it's because of this limited mind frame that you have here. So you're going to be breaking out of it because it's something in the past that has told you this is the way it has always been. Exactly, with this by the book card right next to it, this is the way it has always been, therefore this is the way it will always be. But and this is playing over and over in your subconscious mind, and this is the type of things that you're looking for. You're looking for things currently that are in the box that you think that you can have. But whatever you get, whatever opportunity that you get within the next 3 months is going to be outside of that box. So with this orphan card in reverse, I really see you guys leaving behind an old type of career or job, if you resonate with this being a career or job, or leaving behind a type of person who you're usually romantically associated with, affiliated with. Someone who hangs out with the type of same groups as you, someone who listens to the same type of music as you, someone who looks a certain type of way. You're breaking free from that box. And then this is what leads to this new opportunity or this new person that comes into your life. So definitely I see a grief here. It's like you're not having any luck with this thing that you're looking at, and when you receive this new opportunity, it's going to be very bittersweet. It's going to be like almost unexpected, and it's going to feel, you're going to appreciate it even more because you've had this period of stagnation where things weren't going right, and you thought that you were having a bout of bad luck, or that you were cursed, or like that you were never going to find love, or never going to find a new job, or never going to find a home, and you're going to have to be stuck renting forever, or you're never going to, whatever it is for you. So again, with this prayer card, it's like, okay, with this prayer card, next to enlightenment and next to passion, I'm really seeing that you are looking at something very specific, very, very, very specific, and you weren't asking your higher self what it is your higher self actually wanted. And your higher self was telling you what it wanted, and you were dismissing it because logically it didn't make any sense. Like I said, for example, if your higher self was telling you that you wanted to move into a certain neighborhood, or you wanted to get a certain house, maybe it's a house you looked at online, and you told your higher self, no, I can't afford that neighborhood, or I can't afford that house, or I'm never going to be approved for that apartment because this is a luxurious apartment and I don't make enough money, or I don't have good enough credit, or etc., etc. So I'm never going to get accepted to this apartment. And or your higher self was trying to tell you, hey, maybe you should consider this type of guy or this type of girl, and then your higher self, and then your lower self, your logical mind was telling you, no, this type of person will never go for me. For example, if you're always going after the bums or the people who are like very rugged, because that's what I'm seeing over here with that orphan card. It's like you're going after someone who's like very rugged, and you thought that was all you were capable of attracting, because you yourself, you don't make a lot of money, you live like in a roommate situation or a small apartment, or you're from a certain side of town, so you're never going to meet anyone who's more financially stable or who's more intelligent because you never went to college or something like that, etc., etc., etc. And you're going to be surprised when this intelligent, university educated person approaches you and actually wants to engage in a relationship with you. So you're going to feel like a fish out of water almost, but it's going to be a happy coincidence that or synchronistic event that brings you two together. And you're going to have this sort of enlightenment, this epiphany where you finally decide to listen to your higher self that's been trying to tell you for the last, couple months, if not years, that you really need to break out of this pattern of limiting yourself to whatever this thing is. So however long this thing is for you has been lasting, is how long your higher self has been trying to get you to snap out of it and to do something else. So if you've always been applying for the same entry level types of jobs but just in different companies because you feel like that's all you can get, your higher self was telling you, well, obviously you're not getting it. Maybe you should apply for the next level up. And you told yourself, no, you can't apply for that because you don't have experience there. And yes, maybe you can get that job later on, but you first need to get your foot in the door at the entry level job before you can even consider getting that job that's one level up. That's thrown out of the water within the next 3 months. You're going to end up getting that job that's the next level up. Or maybe it might be a specific company. You said, I can't get into that company because they only hire people who have this type of education, or who live within a certain radius of their company, or who, et cetera, et cetera. And then you're some reason here you're going to receive this enlightenment, this epiphany that, okay, maybe you should apply. Or someone's going to call you, like I'm seeing, if it's a house or something, maybe an agent will call you and say, hey, I know you've been looking for a home. This home just came on the market in the area that you thought was out of your price range, and for some reason that house is going to be really low because they're really trying to sell it very quickly or something like that, or they have a payment plan, or the bank's going to call you and say you just got approved for some loans so you can actually go get that house that you always wanted, or something like that. And if you had been accepted for those other houses that you were trying to get, you would have missed out on this opportunity because there needed to be some time for your application to be reassessed by maybe a new agent who says, okay, we can actually approve her or him for this loan so they can actually get this house. And again, if you had gotten those old jobs, you would have stopped applying for jobs. You would have stopped looking for jobs, right? So you would have never gotten this better one that pays more and that's more satisfactory and that's more in alignment with your passion and what you actually want to do. Some of you, if you resonate with this being a job, there's a job that you really want to do, but you feel like you can't do it because you don't have the education, you don't have the skills, you don't have the experience. So in order to do it, first you would need to go back to school, or you would need to at least get your foot into the door into the company and wait for an opportunity to open up before you can even apply for a promotion. That's not going to happen. You're going to get the job right away. That's what I'm telling you. So your higher self is telling you to cut it out with trying to apply to these lower entry jobs, or stop stressing out about not getting approved for or not getting your offer accepted for homes, or calm down because you're having all these dead ends. You're going on so many dates, or you're talking to so many romantic prospects, and none of them are amounting to anything. Don't worry. Relax. The person you're meant to be with, who's better for you, who's actually good for you, is going to come in. But first you need to release yourself from this box, from these parameters that you've set for yourself, and what you think you can actually manifest and what you think you can actually have. So that's definitely going to be happening within the next 3 months. You're going to be breaking out of that, facing your fears. It's like you're finally going to say, okay, you're just going to on a whim send that application or something like that. And it's not really on a whim, it's because your higher self has been trying to get you to do it for as long as this situation has been going on. So look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm in knowing of who you are. So you're diminishing your light in some way. That's what you've been doing, diminishing your light. It's like you've been praying for something small to come into your life. It's like you've been praying for one lemon, and the universe is trying to send you a lemon tree, and you don't think you can get a lemon tree because you don't think you have a big enough backyard to accommodate a lemon tree. So you're just asking, can I at least just have maybe a basket of lemons or something like that? So, the universe obviously is trying to send you a lemon tree. So in order for it to do that, it needs to wait for the parameters of your backyard, and this is your mental backyard. This is an analogy, by the way, in case you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about. It has to wait for the parameters of your mental backyard to expand. So say you only had, like, I don't know, a small plot of land that couldn't even fit a tree. It has to wait for that to expand so that the tree can be planted. But instead you're praying, oh, can I just get some lemons? That's the analogy. That's why you never got the lemons. You were always asking for the lemons, you never got them. And because the lemon tree is coming. So the lemon tree is going to come within the next 3 months. Your future self wants you to open up the parameters mentally speaking so that this lemon tree can actually be planted and bear fruit. Okay. So those are your messages. I hope that helped you. Hope it made sense. Let me know if that resonated, and I will see you in my next reading.